Hi everyone, welcome back to This Book Belongs to Pam. And today we are going to be cleaning up all of the series that I am currently reading. Okay, I love fantasy books, and normally fantasy books come in series, which means I have so many books in my series tracker right now. And a lot of them I have started but not finished yet. I'm not even sure if I want to read them. So I think today, together with my very cute mug, this is my gingerbread mug, I want to clean up my series. I want to check every single thing that I have in my tracker and see if I have the status updated properly, if there are more books in the series that have been announced, or if I want to DNF a specific series, because I think there are a few in there that I want to let go of because I'm just not interested anymore. So yeah, I think this is good to do before the start of the new year so I can make a plan for next year on how I'm gonna tackle this, because I do want to read them. I love series. I love my fantasy books, but I just need to make time to read series more, and I want to resurrect the series read-alongs and the series that I'm doing, where the video series that I'm doing where I'm reading books that I'm in the middle of. So yeah, let's take a look at my series tracker and see how I'm doing. Okay, let us look into our series tracker to see what series I have in here, which ones are in progress, which ones I'm caught up in, and maybe there are a few that I might want to DNF. So let's take a look. I have this organized by author name, alphabetized. So I'm only showing the ones that I have not completed yet, obviously. So let's see. Part of Your World. So this is the Part of Your World, Yours Truly, and Just for the Summer trilogy. Like roughly, it's not a actual series. It's more of like interconnected one. I have read Part of Your World, so that's accurate. Silver in the Bone, I've read the first book. I don't know that if there's a second book on this. I'm gonna have Storygraph actually ready so I can check some of these titles and see if there's any updates in terms of the number of books in the series. So just one, so that's all good. Still in progress. Kings of Sin, so I know that there's gonna be 7. I've only read 2. I do still want to continue that. Drowning Empire, this is the Bone Shard Daughter. That's the first book. The first book was, I think I just read it at the wrong time. I feel like I could enjoy it if I reread it. So that's in progress still. Studying Drowning, I actually have not started this one, but I do have the physical copy. So that's why I'm including it in this tracker. Shanghai Immortal. Okay. So this is a book that I got in a Fair Loot subscription. So I read the first book. I did not really like it. I gave it 2.5 stars. And there's one more book in the series, and I actually don't think I'm interested in it at all. So I think this is gonna be our first DNF. So yeah, I think this is gonna be our first DNF. I feel bad, but can't read everything in this world. We have to be picky. So Love Light Farm. So this is the first book. Well, this is the first book. I think the second book follows the one of the other people in the farm in the first book. So it's kind of interconnected romance as well. So there's 4 books. But I'm not like super prioritizing it, but I'm open to reading more from this series. Mistborn is a big priority for me next year. So I'm going to be rereading Mistborn Era 1 and starting that next year. So keeping it here. Same with Stormlight. I'm going to go straight into Stormlight after Mistborn. Ruinous Love, I've read the first book, loved it, Butcher and Blackbird. I do have the second and third book physically, so I am going to be reading this. Crowns of Nyaksha. So I just lumped together all of the books under this series because I know that it's made up of 3 duologies. So it's not like, so it's kind of like 3 duologies instead of one big series, but they're all called Crowns of Nyaksha. So I think the next book is this. Oh, is it this one? Yeah, The Songbird and the Heart of Stone. The Fallen and The Kiss of Dusk. That's the next duology. And then we have The Lion and the Deathless Dark. And then the next book has not been released yet. I am still open to continue this one. You. This I started because of a project that I have, which I will be continuing that project next year. So that's going to be still in this spreadsheet. Oh, by the way, have you seen my gingerbread mug? I mean, the intro, I probably showed it to you, but it's so cute. I love it so much. My coffee is still so hot. Mortal Instruments. So I technically have read the first part of the Mortal Instruments, like the first 3 books. I haven't read the last 3. I don't know if I'm gonna continue it, but I'm gonna keep it there for now, I think. Dark Artifices, I have a physical copy of, and I do want to continue. The Last Hours, I technically don't have a physical copy of this just yet, so I think I'm gonna remove it, because I don't know why I put it when I don't have a physical copy of it. I don't have Kindle copy of it. Maybe I just wanted to track that I wanted to read it, but that's not what this series tracker is about. Chronicles of Castellane. So the first book is the Sword Catcher. I'm looking at my shelves at the back. Sword Catcher. Haven't started it yet. Secret Shanghai Universe. So this is the These Violent Delights, Our Violent End series. I have read These Violent Delights, and that put me on a reading slump. But I feel like I might just be in the wrong mood when I read it. I have Our Violent Ends, the second book, in my physical TBR. So I think I'm going to give it another try. If I don't like Our Violent Ends, then I'm going to DNF the series. The Vanish is a Filipino book. I read the first book in a reading vlog that I posted recently. I'm going to link that down below. The second book, I don't have a copy of yet, but I am interested in reading that. Mars My Zombie is also a Filipino book. I have the 2 books in my physical TBR. First of the Gods is by a Filipino author as well. This, I have the arc for the second book. Unfortunately, I am still late at reading the arc, so this is already published. It's an indie published one as well. So I do want to continue reading this one. Anatomy Duology. Ooh, okay. So this is, what's the name of the book? It's the one with a heart. Anatomy, a Love Story is the name. Okay. And then the second book is Immortality. I actually really enjoyed this book. Like, I loved the setting of this book. Give it 3.5 stars, but maybe I could be convinced that it's like 3.75 to 4. Maybe if I reread it again. Yeah, I do want to continue with this one. I do want to continue. Saga of the Unfated, that's the... What's the name of that book? A Fate Inked in Blood is the first book. I got that from, I believe it's Fairy Loot. Or is it Illumicrate? No, I think it's Fairy Loot. Haven't started it yet. I think there's gonna be another book here. Yeah, there is. So there's 2 books already in this one. So I have to update that. There's 2 books. Jano Silang is another Filipino series. It's fantasy. It's written in Tagalog. I've read the first 3. I'm still finding my courage to read the 4th book because it's so thick. And I find reading in Tagalog quite hard. But I do want to make that a priority next year. Spanish Love Deception. I'm not interested at all. So DNF. That was an easy DNF. Finlay Donovan. I read the first 2 and I was just like, the first one I loved. The second one, I don't know. It was just like, eh. And I feel like they have been releasing book after book after book every single year. And I don't know if I want to keep up with it. I don't know. I think I might give it one more chance, like read one more book. And if I don't like that, then I'll DNF. But for now, it's going to stay. Next is the Never After series. So I read this series so you don't have to video on this one. But then I read the 5 books that were available at the time. And then Emily McIntyre released another one, which was, I think it's called Hexed. I am going to be reading that. So I'm going to keep this in here. But if you're interested in my thoughts on the first 5 books, I'll leave a link to that reading vlog below. Jacksonville Race. This is the Pucking Around series. The first book was a wild ride. I think they're still releasing more books in this series, right? Let's see, how many are there right now? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my gosh. There's four like full books and then a couple of novellas. So there's 4. I don't know. Who are we following in the second book? Because I really have no idea. Where is the second book? This is the second book. So in here we are following Tess Owens. Okay. Okay, we're following Ryan. Okay. I vaguely remember pucking around. I don't know. I'll keep it around for one more year, maybe. If I don't read the next book next year, then I'm gonna axe it from this list. Sisters of the Salt. This is the first book is The House of Salt and Sorrow, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, House of Salt and Sorrows, which I loved. I gave it 3.75 stars. I enjoyed it. I don't know. House of Roots and Ruin. Okay, let's see. 544 pages. Yeah, because the ending of the first book was a cliffhanger. So I'm going to keep this one around. Bear Down, I have physical copies of. I love this book. I'm going to keep it because I want to read the series. I just need to be in a proper mindset for it. Sing Me to Sleep. I did not like the first book in this series. I think I gave it 2 stars, perhaps 2.5. And then there's a new book. Yeah. I got this from Fairy Loot. I'm actually selling my copy of the first book. No, I'm gonna DNF. I don't think I'm interested enough to continue reading this. Stormbringer Saga, I do have an art copy of the second book. The first book was okay. It wasn't my favorite. I think I gave it maybe 3 stars. Yeah, 3.75. I could be convinced to read the second book. I mean, I have the arc for it. I just don't like the writing style that much. The story is okay. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the plot. I'm enjoying the characters for the most part. But the writing is what's stopping me from picking this book up. Blood and Tea. I'm gonna read that for sure. That's the A Tempest of Tea. Nightshade Crown, I actually really liked it. The first book is The Foxglove King. I actually like that one a lot, so I'm gonna continue this. Alamat is another Filipino series featuring, pre-colonial heroes in the Philippines. I read the first book as part of a book tour. I'm okay with the writing style. It's not like exciting for me, but I do like that we're covering pre-colonial heroes in the Philippines, so I am gonna be keeping that here. Folk of the Air, I have 1 book left to read, which is The Queen of Nothing. So I'm definitely going to be finishing that. A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I don't know. The first book was just okay for me. So, But it's one of the few thriller series that I have in this tracker. So I think I'm going to keep it for now. Not sure if that's a good reason to keep a book, but Secrets of the Nile, I do have the first book, which is What the River Knows, and I'm gonna keep it. Lord of the Rings, that's a keep. Hierarchy, which is The Will of the Many, that's a keep. Inheritance Games, I'm gonna DNF. I've read a lot. Like, I've read the first 3 books, and then I thought that was the end, but then apparently there's more. Not interested. Magnolia Parks. Jessa Hastings, what do we do with you? I have all the books physically. I think I'm gonna read it still because I have it already, but I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna talk about it at all because Jessa Hastings is making a mess on socials right now, and I'm open to seeing where the conversation goes with her. But I think based on past instances, I don't think she's gonna change her tune. But yeah, I'm gonna read what I have because I have it, but I'm just not gonna talk about it, I guess, in a vlog. I was gonna do a reading vlog featuring Magnolia Parks, but maybe I'm not anymore. Probably not anymore. Aunties, this is a Dial A for Aunties, and I've not heard good things about the second book. Let me just check. Are there 3 books in this series? I thought there was only 2. Oh, there is 3. Okay. But I'm not interested. DNF. Very Vicious Game. So this I really enjoyed when I read it. I like the setting. I think this is a YA thriller. Yeah, I like the setting. It was interesting. I gave it 4 stars. I thought it was a series, but there's no mention of it being a series. Like even in the Stargraph page, there's no like link where you can see if things are a series. But okay, then I'll remove it because it's not a series. So let's delete this row. Faithful and the Fallen, John Gwynne. I have the first book, which is Malice. I was definitely inspired by Sid Bookworm on this one, but I haven't read it, so I'm just keep it there. Christmas Notch. I'm gonna keep it. I like just having this here because it reminds me that I need to read the next book in that Christmas smutty series. I like it. The Night Ends with Fire. I enjoyed the story of the first book, and it definitely ended with a big cliffhanger that I'm very intrigued in. And I think in this next book, we're going to focus on the other potential male love interest who I love a lot more than the one that we had in the beginning. There might be some love triangle, jealousy angle going on, which I'm always down for. So I think I'm going to continue reading the next book. I think it's out already, so I have to change my status to in progress. The Dragon Spirit Duology. Okay, I didn't know that that was the name of the series. The Dragon Spirit Duology. Let's change that. Yeah, it's already out. It was out this year, so I'm gonna put that as in progress. Add this to my TBR. Okay, next one is The Curse of Saints. This one, no, we have The Divine Traitors, which is the So Let Them Burn is the first book, which I gave 3 stars. I was okay with it. This was specifically a memorable book for me because it was my first time guesting in a book club. So I was a guest in the Full Moon Book Club by Jan Agaton. So it's especially memorable for me. But do I like it enough to read the next book in the series? I don't know. I'm not super interested. It did end in the cliffhanger. Maybe I'll just keep it around for now. I'll keep it around. The Curse of Saints. This one was such a slow burn of a book. The ending was, I enjoyed the ending quite a bit, but the entire book, not so much. I gave it 2.75 stars. Did I write anything about it? No. Curse of Saints. So there's 2 more books in the series, but I'm just not that interested. Let me just read the synopsis of this again. Yeah, the Spy Master. Yeah. Because this is the one with the monk guy. That's the I like the magic. That's what I remember. I like the concept of the magic here. But okay, I'll give it another chance, or at least I'll think about it more. The Forest Grimm. I really enjoyed that one. I liked it, and I'm gonna continue. Wicked Games. What is Wicked Games? Why do I not know what this series is? Phantasma. I didn't enjoy Phantasma. I think I'm gonna DNF this one. I haven't heard good things about Enchantra as well, so I'm gonna DNF. Okay, Detective Galileo. So this is the Keigo Higashino. I think it's the one with the Suspect X. Devotion of Suspect X is the first, or it's not the first book, it's one of the books in the series. I'll just skip it around. Stalking Jack the Ripper, I have physical copies of. I'm gonna keep it. Threads That Bind. I love the magic in a way. I like how unique it was, but it was so confusing. The way it was explained, so confusing. I could be convinced to read this book. Let's see how many books in the series have been released. So they only have 2, so maybe, yeah, I could be convinced. Addicted, I still want to read it so bad. I definitely want to binge read it at some point. Scarlet Alchemist, I have a physical copy of. I want to read that. Magnolia Heights, I'm caught up. This is a interconnected romance series by a Filipino author. I really love the second book. The third book was my second favorite, and then the first book was okay. Dreamland Billionaires. I don't think I like the first book at all. Yeah, I don't like the fine print, so I'm gonna DNF this. King of Scars. The first book is just a big mess in my opinion. Like, I need to reread it again. I have it on my Kindle. I have The Rule of Wolves on my Kindle as well. So I'm gonna keep it, but I don't know when I'm gonna get to it. I mean, it's on my Kindle. It's not taking up space in my physical TBR, so I don't mind. Alex Stern, I will be reading that. The third book has been announced. No title or cover yet. The Family Upstairs, there's one more book in this series. I could be convinced to read it. Windy City, I enjoyed the last book that I read, and a lot of people are really loving the third book, so I'm going to continue this one. Raven Cycle, I'm going to continue. The Broken Blades, going to continue that. Little Thieves, I have the second book, but I haven't read the first one, so I need to get on that and continue this as well. Son of Blood and Ruin, I have a physical copy of. I don't think the second book has been announced, but there is that. It's the Godslayer. Oh, there is a second book. Okay, I did not know that. Let's change this name. So the Godslayer book, oh, it was released this year. Okay, so I'm even more behind now. Great. Lunar Chronicles. I think I might DNF this. I don't know. Maybe it's too YA for me at this point, but I know that it's quite good, so I'm gonna keep it. DCC, Dungeon Crawler Carl, I haven't started it. Definitely gonna keep that. Tita Rosie's Kitchen Mystery. This is gonna hurt. I'm gonna DNF this. I haven't liked the books that I've read. It's just so. It's forgettable. So I'm not gonna spend more time in it. Seed Mage Cycle, I have physical copies of. This one as well. Seven Faceless Saints, I could read the second book. It was interesting where it ended. And I liked the world. Hopefully the second book is written better. Bunny. I don't know how I feel about We Love You, Bunny. A lot of people are not liking it. The people who love Bunny are not liking it. So I'm like, I don't know. Maybe at some point I'll read this, but I want to read Bunny first before I reread. I want to reread Bunny first before I read We Love You, Bunny. Seasons of Revenge. I think this one is the Christmas thing. Yeah, Tis the Season for Revenge. This was just stupid fun. It was funny. And I think all of the books are like specific seasons, but I think I'm gonna DNF it. It was fun when I read it, but it's just okay. Into Darkness, Lights Out. Loved Lights Out so much. I'm gonna definitely continue the series. The Band, I loved Kings of the Wild. So I'm gonna continue. I think the next book is called Blood something. I forget. House of the Dead, this is the Bonesmith. That's the first book. I'm gonna continue this. Letters of Enchantment, I'm gonna continue the Empyrean. I'm caught up. We'll see. I'll give it a chance. I mean, I'm already 3 books in. I'll see what the vibe is on the 4th book. But I'm not like, I don't have high expectations. Thursday Murder Mystery... Can I speak? Thursday Murder Mystery Club. I'm on DNF. Sorry. Percy Jackson, I don't know. I was just so bored by the first book. I think it's because it's too YA for me now, or middle grade even. I'm gonna wait. This one I have some physical copies of, so I might read it. I don't know. Ripper, I'm gonna read that. Trilogiyang Arson, another Filipino authored book. This one I loved. The book that I read from this series. I'm gonna continue that. But I'm caught up as well. Dreamland, but also by the same author. Love it. I'm gonna continue that. Summer Circle. This is S.T. Gibson. My love S.T. Gibson. Of A Diary of Blood, but I haven't started Evocation just yet. Feybound, not started. Roots of Chaos, I'm actually in progress because I am currently reading it. I'm 50%. Like literally, I'm 50% of the way through. Time of Iron, this is Long Live Evil, I believe. I haven't read that. Amin Al-Sarafi, the second book has been announced, so I am now just waiting for that. Into Shadow, so these are the Amazon short story collection. So I think I'm just going to keep it here because, it's easy for me to get through those books. Creature Feature, also a short story collection. Priest, I only have the third book left, and I may or may not be reading that this month. Last Survivors, this is the one with the moon. What's it called? The Life as We Knew It. I like the concept. I really like the concept, but the writing was so horrible for me. Like, I really did not like it. And there's so many books in this series, so I'm just gonna DNF. Sworn Soldier, that's the What Moves the Dead series. Gonna be reading that. Dublin Murder Squad, I'm not like super prioritizing this, but I am still interested in it. This is Into the Woods is the first book. Castles Ever After. I like the first book. It was really fun. I'm just gonna keep it. Hurricane Wars, definitely keep. I read the second book recently, and that ended on such a huge cliffhanger, and I'm now just waiting for Thea Guanzon to finish. Well, she's finished, but she needs to publish it now, so I am not so patiently waiting for it. Invisible Girl is just a fun Wattpad chat fic, so I'm going to keep that there. Hannibal Lecter, this is one of the first few books that I read when I started getting back into reading again. I still have the second book in my Kindle. Yeah, or I think so. So I might be reading it. Jane Austen Murder Mystery. This was just a fun time. I'm just going to keep that in there. House in the Cerulean Sea, I'm going to DNF. I just don't find the need for a second book, so I'm just not going to read it. Before the Coffee Gets Cold, I don't know. I'm feeling like these Japanese and Korean cozy books are not for me. I'm going to DNF. Legendborn Cycle, love Legendborn. I need to reread the first two books before I read Oathbound, so I'm going to keep that. Legends and Lattes, I'm going to DNF. I don't think I'm interested. Like I said, it's the cozy like books that I'm not liking. I apparently don't like cozy. The Hand and the Heart, this one I just got. This is the second death of Locke. I'm definitely going to be reading that. Villains, this one, obviously, I'm going to read the finale, which is Victorious. I'm just waiting for Dear V. Schwab to publish that. Threads of Power, same thing. I have the first book in my physical TBR, but I want to wait for the entire series before I read that. Or maybe at least wait for the second book. But yeah, those are all of the series that I have. I have a list here of the other books that where's the Raven Boys? Oh yeah, I have it. Raven Cycle, okay. Just checking. I made a list of all the physical books that I have to make sure that they're in here. Where is Margaret Owen? Little Thieves, it's in there. Why do I have two of Godslayer? Let's delete the other one. Okay. Will of the Many, What the River Knows, Scarlet Alchemist. Yeah, I do have it. Okay, I think that's the entirety of my series tracker. I have, based on a counter here at the top, I have 129 series that I am actively tracking. 24 of those I have completed, which is a 90% completion rate. Not doing very well. 6 of the series I'm currently caught up, so I've read the latest book out. 60 I'm in progress. That means I've started the book, at least the first book, and I have yet to continue. 60? Really? Damn, that's a lot. 25 I haven't started yet, so I have the book in my physical TBR, but I haven't started the book yet. DNF, 14 of those I have DNF'd. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't realize that I have 60. Really? Oh my god, 60 series. I have 60 in progress series. But I'm glad that I was able to DNF a bunch of them. I need to work on this next year. I need to reduce that number. So I'm gonna include that in my planning for next year and see which series I want to prioritize. But yeah. Oh my god, 60? Anyway, thank you so much for joining me today. It's a bit of a chill video. I just wanna, it's like a bookish admin day for me. So yeah, I'm gonna be using the information that we have now to hopefully plan videos for next year, maybe even this month. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye!